Hey, thank you for tuning in. Today I have the Discovery 2 from UDI RC. So this is a brushed quad with a built-in 720p camera that you can get a live view from an app on. We're gonna open it up, check it out. Let's see what's going on in here. It's got about 15 minutes of flight time. That's kind of cool. I like the blue color. I've never seen one this color before. Wow. Here is something unusual. This is a sort of flexible material, so that's really interesting. I've never felt prop guards that have this much flex in them. And again, I really like the blue color on it. I've got 4 spare props. I'm gonna set those aside. Charging cables and a little screwdriver. Seems like they all come with that. Set that aside. Here is the battery. It says 3.7 volt times 2, which I think means 7.4 volt, which would make it a 2S 1000 milliamp hour battery, which is a decent size battery for a quad that is this size and this light. It's actually a pretty light quad. It does have a 720p camera that comes with it. See if I can get that guy out without doing too much damage. There it is. There it is right there. I'm not sure how this broadcasts, if it broadcasts Wi-Fi or 5.8 gigahertz. I think it's going to be Wi-Fi, how this broadcasts. It's got landing gear right here, which we'll need to put on. And then it has the remote control right here, which has 2 antennas that actually feel like real antennas. Sometimes these quads come with antennas that don't actually do anything, but these, I'm not sure if these actually do anything or not, but these do look realistic, and I'm gonna guess they do, because I don't think they'd bother to put them on and allow you to angle them. It has a little slot here that allows you to put your phone into it, or your tablet, a very small tablet, so probably just your phone, if you want to be able to see the live view of it. And so let's do this, and then it probably takes 4 AA batteries. More money for the battery companies right there. But one thing I do like, and this is a pet peeve of mine, this battery cover does not require a screwdriver. I can't stand it when they put a little screw in there, because it's just one more piece to lose and you can't take it off without a screwdriver. This one you can actually slip on and off just using your finger, which is really nice, and it is pretty solid when it's on. So way to go, UDI RC. So we'll go ahead and put the landing gear on it, which looks like these little guys go right here. Alright, so folks, when you put this landing gear in place, there is a sort of trick to it. They don't just slot in as easily as you might think. You have to kind of put the tabs underneath where the landing gear goes and then screw them down, as opposed to just putting them in there and screwing them down, because that's what I did the first time and they didn't fit very well. So now I've pushed the tabs underneath where the landing gear goes, and I'm screwing this one down, and it looks and feels much more solid than it did before. Alright, now let's put it up, and look at that. It is sitting on its landing gear. This landing gear gives it a little bit of flex, so it's going to bounce a little bit when it lands, which is okay. Now, what we are going to do is pull out this box of cables, and what is in here? We have a couple of things. Number one, we have our battery charger. So it's a USB battery charger with a multi-pin cable on the back. So that multi-pin is going to slot in right up here into your actual battery, and then this is going to go into a USB plug so that you can actually charge it. And then right here we have another USB cable, and I think this might be for the camera. Let's see here. I'm going to guess the battery goes in the back, so that this is the back and that is the front. So I'm going to face the camera forward, which, how am I going to do this? I'm going to go, the camera slots in like so. Okay, that wasn't too hard. And then, remember I mentioned when I was putting on the landing gear, there was a little USB slot that must go into the actual quad right here, like that. Okay, so now the camera is plugged in to the back here via USB of the camera, and also into the quad via USB. So now the whole thing is pretty much set up. Now what I'm going to do is go plug in the battery for 30 minutes or so, let it charge up a bit, and then we'll take it up for a flight and see how it does. So we have the UDI RC Discovery 2, and we've got it all set up, and which I think I already showed you. Put the landing gear on, put the camera on. One thing I've noticed, and I think this is true, I should probably check the manual first to make sure. I don't think this came with an SD card, a micro SD card for the camera, which is okay because I have lots of them, but I did not see one in the box. I'm looking to see if there's one listed here as the parts. Yeah, I don't see one listed in the parts. So let's assume it didn't come with one. I happen to have one laying around, which I went and got. So I'm going to go ahead and put the micro SD card into the camera, into the side of the camera, so that we can record some video with it. See how that is. It kind of pops in right there on the side. And I've gone ahead and turned on the remote control, turned on the quad, charged the batteries, got the landing gear and the camera on. Now one thing is, it wants you to download the app, which is called Flying C, Flying See. I already had it on here because several other UDI quads I have used this. So it does have this handy little phone holder. So I'm gonna use that for my phone, put that right in here. Oh, I'm going to launch the Flying C. No, first thing I'm gonna do actually, this is on, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect to the Wi-Fi on the quad. So the way these things work is they give off a Wi-Fi signal, just like your home or whatever, and you have to connect to them via Wi-Fi. So let me go ahead and see if I can find it. So go Wi-Fi, going to disconnect from the one I'm on, and I see UDI RC FPV. That's the one I want because it's UDI RC is the maker and FPV is first person view. So now I've connected my phone to the Wi-Fi here. I'm going to launch the Flying C app. So let's find that. There it is. So I've launched the Flying C app, and there is a remote control interface. I assume that allows you to fly the quad using the screen here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to use the remote. You can see the live view that we have here of the camera. Hello. And then you can also see there is a button over here to record. So that's my record button. I just started recording with it. I'm going to stop for a second and also take a photo. So go ahead and do a drone photo of myself. You can take pictures. 3, 2, 1. Look at the camera and boom, boom. Oh, there we go. I think I just took one. Hope I just took one. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to start the video. Video is rolling on the quad, and I'm going to take off and fly this guy. So let's see how it does. So the way you start it is you pull the 2 sticks in. Whoa, there it goes. Sounds like an angry bee. Now I think this one does have a barometer for altitude hold, because it seems to be holding altitude. It does have different rates. As a matter of fact, I believe the rate button is here on the back. Let's see, trim and rate. Yep, I just switched it to rate 2. There's rate 1. 1 beep indicates the easier rate, which doesn't do great in wind, and it's kind of windy right now. So I'm switching it to rate 2, and you can see it'll fight the wind a little better. And there it goes. Angry bee. It's coming around. Whoa, it's got 3 rates. What? Now I'm in 3rd rate. It really goes in 3rd rate. Look at it. Okay. Okay, now I'm out of headless mode. I know I'm out of headless mode. And now, am I in headless mode? No. No. So here's the auto land. I'm gonna try that. Oh, all that does is kill the, whoa! You push it, it takes off. You push it again, and it just dies. So be careful with the auto land button. I'm gonna take off with it one more time. And, all right, I am not in headless mode. So far I have not figured out headless mode. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in rate 3 one more time, take it around for one more spin. It's actually a pretty responsive little guy. I mean, I have to say, okay, here we go, super fast.
Can you fly it like really high? Oh God, don't let it get caught in the wind.
It is windy up there. I will tell you one reason that I generally don't like prop guards is because they tend to get stuck in the wind. Yep. Let's see if I can get off the ground. Okay, hold on. I got it. And so when it's windy and you have prop guards on, be careful, because as you could just see a moment ago, it was going to go up in the wind. It's going to get caught. So now I'm in rate 3 again, and now I'm just flying low. One of the things that you should do with this drone, if you're just learning, is just fly it low. Don't get up into the high wind. Just fly it down, around, through the yard, under the tree line. Let the trees protect it from the wind. Okay. And I haven't figured out if there's a flip button, actually. But so far I haven't seen one. And quite honestly, I don't think a flip button would do very well on this guy. Here we go. I'm gonna try and land it right here on the table. Boom. So let's talk about the UDI Discovery 2. So this guy is decently built quad. It's got very flexible prop guards, very flexible landing gear, and that actually just helped me out in my crashes. I just crashed this thing several times. I was trying to figure out headless mode. I couldn't get it into headless mode for some reason. You know, it's got a decent little camera on there. You can see it's a good sized camera. It does have its onboard micro SD card, so that's good. It's actually holding the data there and not trying to transfer it all over to your phone over Wi-Fi, which doesn't give you great results usually. For a beginner drone, this is pretty good. One warning, it is very susceptible to wind because it's got kind of a high profile and it's got these prop guards, and so when it gets up high, just now, I was up pretty high, went up probably about 25-30 feet, and it's pretty breezy right now, and the thing started to blow into the neighbor's yard. Luckily, I was able to pull it back. So I'm going to put a link in the description for more specifications and also to check out the pricing, but I'd give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's a decent little quad. I've been pretty lucky with the last few quads I've gotten. Have all been ones that I kind of like. So is it a good beginner quad? Absolutely. Is it going to be a great film and video quad? Probably not. It's going to take decent video, decent pictures, but it's just a good learning quad. And again, as I said before, it's one that you probably want to start off flying low because it's going to be very susceptible to wind. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you really like this video, please hit the subscribe button and help support our channel so we can make more awesome videos. We'll see you next time. That was the UDI RC, and fly safe. Take care.